everyone. Today, very quick, I wanted to take a look at these super cool wirelessly controlled power outlets. This is the kit that you receive for around $15 when ordered on Amazon. They have a number of different combinations or individual pieces that you can order, but if you want the single outlet with a single on-off switch, it ran about $15. And the company name is Suraielec. I believe that's how it's pronounced. You have the outlet right here. So whatever you plug this into will provide power to this to actually operate the wireless receiver to receive the signal from your wireless transmitter, which is the switch. As you can see here, super simple looking switch, simply an on and off. It has an internal little battery under that tray right here. It comes pre-installed. You just have to pull the little tab that's in there to activate the battery. And what this can do is once you actually associate the actual switch with the outlet, which is very simple, you just hold down the gray button for a few seconds, it'll start flashing. Then you hit on or off on the switch and boom, they're linked. That simple. Now, this does have to be plugged in to actually link it and to send it a signal, but I do have this linked to another outlet. You can actually link this to multiple outlets, and they have different outlets. They have dual outlet, single outlet, multiple switches, a bunch of cool options that you can go with. And for my situation, this is my wife and I's kind of like a merchandise where we make sublimated tumblers, t-shirts and whatnot. And we needed some additional lighting, so we added these, I believe they're called the Barina LED lights, 4-foot lights here and here. I'll have a link for these. I actually have these same ones in my garage, slightly different setup. These are the ones that have a frosted cover. The ones in my garage do not have that, and they've been great in my garage, so I added them for this workspace so we can actually see what we're doing a little bit easier. And I already have the one outlet attached to the switch. You can see like that, boom. Shuts off power, turns on power. That easy, and I didn't have to do any kind of running of wires through the walls. Now it's kind of ugly right here because I'm actually waiting on for some additional extension cords, so that's why you have this here. But if you look, this is the switch for that light. I'm 6'2", and I can barely reach the switch. My wife, on the other hand, would have to use a step stool or something each time she wants to turn these on and off. And without this cool wireless setup, she would have to come in, turn her fan light on right here. She'd have to then come over here, hit the switch for this, hit the switch for that, and that's just kind of a pain. That's why I went with these very nice wireless controlled outlets, which I then leave the power button on the switches here on for both of these. Hit this one button, it powers both of them on. Works great, and very simple how you install this. You can see here, it's just a plate, it's wireless, you can take it with you, or you can have it sitting on your wall where you mounted it with 2 anchor screws that just drill right into the drywall. And so this is where I normally leave it, but hey, if you want to carry it around, use it as almost like a TV remote. Boom, boom. Very cool. I wanted to point these out because I picked these up for when I did this lighting in this room for my wife and I, and thought it was very, very cool, very convenient. And I'll show you how to go ahead and sync this up to it, and I will actually then get this light going off of this outlet. Here we are on the floor over by the other outlet in this room, and you can just take your little outlet receiver device, you plug it into the wall. Hey, that's your wiring. You're completely done with that installation. And you have this remote here. Now there is a gray button here. You can hold that down, and you hold it down, and you notice it flashing. You hit one of the switches, and notice off, nothing's lit up, it's kind of dark in here. On, lights up, telling it has received your on signal, and turn it off like that. I can actually now plug in whatever you want. For me, it's that other Barina LED light. You plug that bad boy in, off, on. Now both the lights are wirelessly controlled through this very convenient switch. No step stool needed for my wife to scale the side of the wall to hit that switch way up here For me, it's not that big of a deal, but how much easier it is to walk into the room. Your switch is hanging up on the wall here. You come in, boom, get some work done, and when you're leaving, you're done. Now, you do notice the switch plate here is a little bit thicker than the wired-in plug, of course, because all of the circuit board or whatever device is built into this switch itself, and it's removable, so you can carry it around, as you saw, which, you know, if I can, there we go, get it back on there. So, of course, it's going to stick out a little bit more, but dimensionally, it's pretty much the same size of a typical switch cover, which makes it very nice if you need to put a couple of them together, or if you want to wire different devices. You can have it wiring up heat press, all your different things, all from without having to run any cables through your walls. I mean, this, of course, it would be much prettier if you just ran the wire, you know, into the wall, dropped it down behind here. There's a bunch of ways you want to do it, but if you want to do it simple, a couple bucks, and just, you know, you're not really worried about how the room looks, which is the workroom, so we don't really care. Now, as mentioned, I do have different extension cords coming. I'm going to run it down against the seam right here, so it won't look quite as janky as this. But yeah, figured I'd show you guys this real quick. Thought it was pretty cool and super convenient. My wife likes it, so when she's happy, I'm happy. There you have it. As you can see, super easy to get this thing going. Very easy to sync up additional devices, and very affordable. All in all, for 2 outlets and the switch controller right here, spent about $25, and that gave me full control of 2 outlets to operate both of my 4-foot LED lights. The room is much improved visibility wise, and no longer have to worry about trying to climb up the wall, hitting those switches. So as always, feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. I'll have some more videos coming out soon. I'll see you guys on the next one.